Good evening, boxing fans. This is Mbolelo Topiso of Mbuyegezo TV. We are having a quick chat with Lonki Witbooi, discussing the Rumble Africa Promotions event, which took place this afternoon in East London at the Orient Theatre. Please share with us your questions and comments. Once we have your comments and questions, we made the debate exciting. Yeah. And we're able to probe Lonki and any other expert that we bring on the platform to really engage with us, give us the best of what they know. So thank you very much, guys. We see the numbers are growing. I will reach 3,000 subscribers. Please tell your friends, your colleague, your neighbor, your family, member to subscribe to the channel because we need numbers. You know, um, it's true that we've been running this program with the Boxing Channel for a very long time. We've had some successes and some challenges, but I must say that we are happy about about the achievements that we've made thus far. But one thing that is going to make us to reach um, our maximum potential is by working together. Working together means that let's start by you subscribing to the channel. Once we have 20,000 subscribers, I promise you, we are going to shake the ground. Already, we are making great strides. People are noticing the work that we are doing. Thank you very much. Okay, Sharp Aseza Msutu Somakacha, thanks very much. Ninawa, thank you for listening. Thank you for your comment. Yeah, we need people to subscribe to the channel, guys, so that we can grow. Thank you very much. We are waiting for Lonki. Okay, let me open my computer and check the results. So I must have the results in front of me so that we can have a smooth debate with Lonki. Kunjani Aseza, long time, man, long time. Yeah, so I was watching the fight on YouTube. I didn't see all the fights, because we had load shedding in this site. I mean, 2 times. So I hope Lonki attended the event and that he'll be able to tell us exactly what really happened. And anyone else, guys, who was part of the event, went to Orange today. Share your comments. Tell us what is your feeling about the performance of Yanga Sitribo, the performance of all the boxers who were fighting today. I heard that there were a lot of knockouts. Yeah. So let's hear. As a second, can I get the results, bro? Can I get the results? Okay. What is your feeling about the performance of Sonjita? Sonjita had an international bout today. It looks like also he performed very well. He won with a stoppage, so that's very good. So we want to know, what is your feeling about the tournament itself, and also what is the feeling about the performance of individual boxers. We're waiting for Lonki, who's going to be telling us, his expert view about the tournament itself. Thank you very much. Where is Lonki? Okay, here it is. Okay, I think we'll see Tongwana draw with Pumlani Maloney from Graham Sound. They're fighting over 6 rounds. That was the mini flyweight division. And then the second bout was bantamweight in the 6 rounds. It was Lucizo Manzana from Amtata, who won by a knockout on first round knockout. He was fighting against Michael Darius or Daris. And the third bout was also a flyweight division competition, 4 rounds. Luando Mgabi from Cape Town, he won on points against Onke Nalani. And the fourth bout was a featherweight, 6 rounds. Mhlanganisi Sugcwayi from Tanzania won on points against Zama Zokwe of Amtata. And the fifth bout was a catchweight at 57.5 kilograms. Lerato Dlamini from the Free State won by technical knockout on the second round against Hassan Ndonga from Tanzania. And the main supporting bout at catchweight, 53 kilograms, 6 rounds. It was Young Asukribo from Dangan Village, who won by TKO against Hamidu Kwata from Tanzania. And then the main bout was the vacant Africa Junior Featherweight title over 10 rounds. Ayabonga Sonjita, the challenger, he won by technical knockout as he stopped Hasimu Hamad Haji, also from Tanzania. So this is a bill with 7 fights. There was a lot of knockouts and technical knockouts in this tournament. It looked like it was good. People were able to go home early. So let's hear what Lonki is going to say when it comes in. Okay. Copy. Let's hear what Lonki is going to say about these fights and the performance of individual boxers in the tournament. And don't forget, guys, in the morning, Tank Davis is also fighting in the morning against a certain Mr. Cruz. We expect a knockout there because we know Tank Davis is a knockout specialist. So don't forget that fight in the morning. So it should be a very exciting bout. And for me, I want to see who is he going to fight next. Because we need him to fight other champions. And I don't know, maybe Mayweather is still building him, but we need him to fight other champions. Guys, we need your comments. We need your questions for Longi. He'll be joining us now in the next minute or so. And please share with us your comments. We need your comments, guys. We need your comments. Thank you for your support. And we are going to grow the channel. We are going to be interviewing a lot of people who are involved in our sport to try and bring your sport close to you, to your mobile phone, desktop, at work, so that we can disturb you, and also to your TV. Yes, Sulonki. No, don't worry. He's not running away. We have a 9 o'clock appointment. So, yeah, it's less than a minute now to 9 o'clock. So, he's going to be here. So, he is going to be here, definitely. Lonki, we are waiting for you. He must join the party. Ucho Asilo Labo Mchochisa. Thanks, Asilo Labo. Thanks for your comment, and please throw us your questions, your comments about the fight, about the tournament today. You know, if you were excited to see Young Asikribo back in the ring again, and you have him to perform the way he performed, because he knocked out the opponent, which is good, because eh, all boxers now, they have an opportunity to set the scene for 2022. So they made it clear. I mean, Lerato Dlamini made it clear. You know, this boy, Sonjita, also made it clear that in 2022, he wants to fight in the big stage. So, yeah, it looks like we're closing the year in a high note, beautiful note, so that next year we can see our boxers and gain along. Click the link, bruh. Okay. Yes, Long is ready. Let's send him a quick message. I sent him the link earlier. Maybe he missed it, but there's a lot of things. Thank you, Lonki. We're waiting for you. That's the link. Okay, guys. Can't wait to have Lonki. Yeah. Hey, Lonki.
Hey, Bambo, unjani?
I'm good, Lonki. How are you this evening, man?
I'm good.
Sure. Sorry, man, to be holding this interview late. You know, we had to wait for the tournament to finish. You know, the Rumble Africa tournament.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
So
I understand, Tambo. Yeah.
No, thanks, bro. Were you there at Orange Theater?
Yeah, I was there. Tambo.
Oh, okay, then that's good. Then we're going to get what we're looking for.
Yeah, I was there. You know,
Yeah.
I had to be there. You know, we've missed the action.
I saw there were a lot of
been a while.
knockouts. Yeah.
It's been a while. So yeah, it was quite an interesting one.
Okay. Now we will we'll discuss the bill, and then we'll discuss the fights one by one. We'll start from the first one. I think also Tongwane drew with Pumlani Maloney from Grahamstown. They were fighting in a mini flyweight division over 6 rounds. So they drew. Yeah. How did you see that fight?
The fight was a draw, Prambu. Yeah, it was a draw. I might say it could have been a knockout for Tongwana, because I feel he was superior than who's this kid than Maloney.
Maloney, yeah.
Yeah, but now at this stage, it's really difficult to actually gauge boxers clearly. You know, because there's been long layoffs. There's been long layoffs, so it's really one has to be careful when they try to critique the performances, because you know, ring rust has also played some effect on these boys, because some were away from the ring for over a year, you know.
Yeah.
But for the sake of the interview and for everybody else watching, we can only analyze the fights based on what we saw in the ring. You know, we'll try to put everything else aside and just talk about what was happening in the actual fight.
Yes.
Yeah. You see this fight between Tongwana and Maloney. From my perspective, I expected Tongwana to make it far easier, you know. But during the fight, you could see that it could have been easier, you know. But Tongwana was holding back a bit, you know, because he was not using his left hand. You know, he's fighting as an orthodox Tongwana. But then he was just holding back, because Maloney, the problem with Maloney, his disadvantage in most of his fights is that he's very short for the division. You know, he's one of the shortest strawweights I've ever seen.
I can't wait to see this guy. You know, I heard that we had a similar interview in the morning with the Quiz. You know, you mentioned the same thing, that the guy is just too short. It's like baby Jake Matala.
Hey, Tamu, the boy is very short. You know, so because of that height disadvantage, he becomes very predictable. Because now, before he throws his punches, he has to lunge in because yes, he has to jump in because now he has to try and close the gap. You know, so when one does that, you expect the taller boxer to counter. You know, but Tongwana was not doing that. Instead of countering with his left hand, he would just go back to the jab again. You know, just missing so many opportunities. But then by so doing, he got the boy into the fight. Now the fight, Yangatinzima, whereas it's quite an easy fight for Tongwana because so he has the skill. He has a nice. His boxing is more refined than Maloney's. You know, Maloney is swinging with overarms, wild uppercuts, and then Tongwana could not capitalize on those mistakes. You know, so the fight ended up being a draw, which is, I think, it was a fair decision. But it was a fair decision. But for Tongwana, I think he could do better. You know, his talent should be able to get him through easily with opponents as Farano Maloney. You know. So it was a throw. I think it was a fair decision. It was a fair decision.
No, that's thanks to Lonki. That's the powerful analysis. And even MBC Hermans, it's agreeable with you. Okay.
It was a very easy fight for Tongwana, Prambu. You know, it was a very easy fight for Tongwana. It could even have been a knockout. It could even have been a knockout, you know, but there's nothing much you can do now.
Yeah, let's say the ring rats maybe played a role, you know, in his performance.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. So we have to give everyone who hasn't fought after a long time a benefit of the doubt. Perhaps it is the ring rust. Yeah. So, but I hope, but I would love to see Tongwana improving. He has the potential to do better, but you know he just tends to hold back a bit. You know, when he starts relaxing, now it's already too late in the fight. Because now when he started to get into his stride and starting to enjoy the fight was already too close. You know, he had made the fight very competitive instead of making it easier.
No. So Andile Simango, you know, what he says, no, the way you explained it very well. Like he feels like he was at the tournament himself.
I feel like he was there. Yeah. So thanks, Ramu.
Okay, thanks, Andile. Thanks for your powerful comment. And then the next fight was a bantamweight over 6 rounds. It was Lucizo Manzana from Amtata. He won by KO. First round, he was fighting against Michael Daris. This
kid Lucizo Manzana, I don't know if you've seen him.
No, I don't know this boys.
His last fight was against Tembelani Ngoshe in PE.
Oh yes.
Yes, he beat Ngoshe on points.
Oh yeah, I remember him now. I remember, but I watched him. I watched that part.
He beat Ngoshe on points in PE, but he was fighting as a flyweight then.
Okay.
Yeah, he was fighting as a flyweight then. So he has now since moved up to the bantam. Yeah, to the bantamweight.
Okay.
Without any doubt, Prambu, he was the star of today's tournament.
Wow.
The boy just stole the show. I mean, after his performance, I was done. You know, after his fight, I was like, no, this is it for me. I saw what I wanted to see. You know.
Wow. This boy from Atlanta, yes.
Yeah, no. The boy was just businesslike. You know, he just went in there, got the job done, and he got out.
Wow.
Just like that.
Wow.
And you know, Brambu, I love boxers. I love decisive boxers. You know, you know when you're fighting against an opponent, and you have to set your class. You have to show your class. Okay, that now that this is, you know, you have to there has to be a definition. You have to define your class. You know, you have to go in there, show who you are, get the job done, and get out of there. You know, Lucizo Manzane was fighting Michael Terrace. I don't know if you remember that boy. He once fought Ronald Malindi for the SA Bantamweight title. Terrace.
Oh yes.
Yes. You know, he really gave Malindi a tough time.
Yeah. So
if you remember,
it's not a walkover either. You know.
No, definitely not a walkover. You know, you know, when I heard of this fight, I was like, hey, I'm a bit skeptical of Manzana being taken to such an experienced and an experienced opponent, you know, who has gone 12 rounds with the current South African champion. You know, but the boy just made it too easy. You know, if the boy just made it too easy, he was not there to play. He timed his distance well. He could choose his punches, but now each and every blow was just thrown with intention. Each and every blow was thrown with intention. You know, there is first round.
I'm interested to know how many minutes into the round. Was it later within the first round or early?
Yeah, it was. I think it was towards the end of the first round. You know, because Darius tried to put up some resistance. You know, you know, boxers get cheeky, most probably. You know, so yeah, that thing. No, okay, fine. I'm gonna regroup. I'm gonna fight back. But then he was not given any chance. By the time he was trying to fight back, you know, the blows had taken their toll on him.
Sure. No, I'm
you know, by the time he was trying to fight back.
This is interesting. I'm interested to interview them. I'll see if I can find them during the week, both of them, just to understand, you know, because I mean, this Darius boy, I mean, he has got experience behind him. You know, he has fought for an ASH championship, you know, and this one is also good, but Manzana was able to stop him within one round.
I would call this one an upset. I would really call this one an upset, Brambo, because I was nervous for the boy.
Yeah.
You know, I was nervous for the boy, but he just made it look easy. You know, you know what causes that, Tambo? That hunger. You know, with Manzana, you could see a hungry boy. You know. You know, we now have a challenge of boxers who are too relaxed, who are too casual in the ring. You know, boxers who need to take time, boxers who entertain opponents that they should not even be entertaining. You know, now here comes a young man against a seasoned campaigner. He just goes in there, destroys him with a beautiful body blow.
No. This one I would like to see. This it's very
Manzana was the star of the show.
Beautiful, man. Omonobisi says even before Ngoshe, Sobetu said so. I knew Darius is on better.
Yes, but they knew that. I remember. I remember Manzana was beating Tisset, so that was also a tough fight on paper. You know, but that boy Manzana just made it easy. You know, but you know, when you watch a boxer, Brambu, you watch a boxer, you try to figure him out. You see what he's doing right and see what is doing wrong, what he could perhaps need to get fixed. You know, but Manzana has grown from that. I just saw a very dedicated boy. I just saw a boy who knows what he wants. You know, very decisive. It's I mean, we lack decisive boxers today, you know, but boxers
and
we lack decisive boxers.
We lack motivation.
You know,
it's good when you see young boxers being motivated, you know, being
you know our boxers are just too casual, man. For them it becomes like another day in the office. I'm just gonna go through the motions and win the fight on points. You know, It's very seldom that you see a boy who goes in there knowing exactly what he wants and gets the job done. And in boxing, it's always better to catch your opponent while he's cold. You can't wait for your opponent to warm up,
Yes.
to get the engine running. You must get the job as quickly as you can if you see a gap that you actually can. So I'm very impressed. Manzana is one to watch for the future.
No. I must get the contacts of these boys. We must interview them.
No, you must. He's a very likable young man. He's very, very likable young man. Very disciplined. I think that there's something they are doing right with him in his camp. There's definitely something they're doing right because he's just moving from stride to stride, getting stronger and stronger.
Wow, that's good that we still have such talents. I see Lolabo says Speed Fire is really coming up the ranks nicely, and at some point he must just get taken to the serious fights.
Yo.
Ungamile yaselolabo uthi masimthathe masimsusa 6 rounders simthi 8 10.
Prambuke, with all what I've said here, we also need to be very realistic. I hear what Asilolabo is saying, but you need to be realistic. We must keep in mind who's the champion in the bantamweight.
Yeah.
The champion there.
Remind us, who's the champion?
The champion there is Ronald Malindi, Prambu.
Yeah.
So you can't just overlook Malindi.
No, that's true.
You cannot overlook Malindi. Fortunately for them, the nice thing about this situation is that they are under the same promotion. They're under Rumble Africa promotion.
Yes, yeah.
So Manzana does not need to fight Ronald. Ronald can just make a way for Malindi to take for Manzana to take the national title. Then Ronald can go international and find campaign internationally. So if it were up to me, I would gauge the boy with one more fight in the bantamweight division before I consider taking on more serious opponents. Because I believe this is his first fight in the bantamweight division.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah, it's his first fight in the division, and now. Yes, and now, in all honesty, Brambone, we have to be very careful when we discuss such issues, and not get ahead of ourselves. Because now, what Manzana did to Darius, Manzana was not tested. He was just hitting a punch bag today. So Darius did not show anything. It did not pose any threat. Did not ask any questions on Manzana. So now we can't just take Manzana now to a very serious fight. After a fight that he has also easily, maybe just try to ease him slightly into the build him slightly into the division, because it's just from flyweight. So some serious bantamweights could really deter him now, could really like cut his road short before he even gets to Malindi. So I say give him another fight, a fight where he would just polish up, another fight in the bantamweight division, get him to polish. Get him to polish up, sort out a few things, because I'm sure his camp, they did not see all they wanted to see, because the fight was less than 3 minutes. So I say get the boy one more fight in the bantamweight, then start talking about serious fights. About serious fights, and keep in mind who's at the throne there. Because Malindi,
Yes. No, I fully agree with you. They must build him nicely and not rush the boys. Very, very important. There are no shortcuts in building a talent.
No, and you must be patient with talent.
Yeah. Thanks to Lutumo for his comment. He says he wished that we had this tournament on TV. So that we can have a more, engaging analysis. So thank you very much, Lutumo. And then Asidolab coming back, he says, with Silila and Ngoshe being in his trophy cabinet, we really need to unleash this boy into the big league. No, I think we discussed that. Asililo, no. We love the boy. We agree with you, but we say, let's just not rush the boy. because there are no shortcuts. You need to build experience. Especially this was his first fight in the bantamweight
In the
division.
bantamweight division.
Yes. So you need to make him comfortable first in the division, so that then we can take him forward. And fortunately, I think Rumble Africa Promotions, that already introducing their box internationally, so opening up opportunities for boxers such as this one. Okay, so Usiabulela Utena, what I've noticed today, these boxers need to start making boxing a lifestyle rather than to prepare when they have a date. This is very important, Usiabulela, and I think this is a role that we're also trying to play as Mbiagas, to interview these boys, keep them busy, because once they fight, like you were saying, Lonki, once they fight and they are back and into their homes, they forget that they are boxers, the lifestyle that they must live, and so on and so on. But if we engage them, interview them about, so that we appreciate their performance, we appreciate their dedication to the sport, I think we'll keep them busy and focused. What do you think, Lonke?
I mean, he's spot on. I mean, he's 100% right, Prambu. What he's saying is actually the reality that we are faced with. That is our boxers. They by tata part part time boxing.
Yes.
Boxing by part time. They start going to the gym when they have a fight. When they have a date, if there's no date, they stay away from the gym. Now, when the fight actually comes, now boxers have to start from the beginning. You have to start from scratch, build up until they're ready to prepare for the fight. By the time their bodies are ready to start the actual preparation of the fight is already too close. So you get, they don't grow.
Here's another interesting comment, Lonki. Umlanjana says, yes, one more fight for Manzana. Please, maybe test him against CEO. What do you think?
That is the fight I was thinking about when I Prambu.
Okay.
That is the fight I actually think that would be right for Manzana. I think CEO would really test Manzana.
Yeah.
CEO would really be a good test for the boy in preparation for Ronald Malindi. That's a fair fight, and CEO with all due respect is not such a threat anymore. He's not much of a threat now. Looking at his last performance in PE, I don't think would give the boys too much problems, but it would be just a good fight for Manzana to get used to the division.
Okay, that's interesting. So we must get hold of CO2 and just see if we cannot have this debate.
So for Matelegisa,
yes, Matelegisa. That's a way to make it exciting. And see your ego teams and
and you see akafuna uqhelwa ngabantwana ngayithatha ebhabha lo fight.
Okay, and then the next fight was Lwando Mgabi from Cape Town. He won on points against Onke Nalani. Was a later. Yeah. How did this one go?
With this fight, there's not a lot to write home about, Prambu. If you remember this boy, I'm just gonna give you a brief background, about this boy. Lwando Mgabi is one of the boys who was groomed by Chief.
Okay.
Yeah, he's one of the boys who was groomed by Chief. He's a decorated amateur star. They call it pro open boxing, but I'm old school, from where I keep calling it amateur.
Amateur, you lose a lot of people if you keep on open.
Yeah. So Lwando Mgabi is that decorated open boxing star. So he comes into the pro ranks with a good resume. I believe he is relocated now to Cape Town. I'm not sure whether it's to further his studies but now he's no longer based here in East London. So Yeah, so he's one of the boys that there's been so much hype surrounding his name. About he's gonna set the flyweight division alight when he comes. He's he's the next big thing. So here we were today. I was looking forward to see the boy. He won the fight, Brambu, but I must say we put our boys under so much pressure by giving all this premature praise.
Yeah.
I mean, these boys, Tambu, will not live up to our standards, if we're really being honest. Because what I saw in Luanda was not what I had been made to believe.
Yeah.
It's not what I had been made to believe, but there's a big but. But you can see the boy that ngumntu onokwenzeka Brambu. You can see that the boy, but okay, he has these things. He has equalities that can, yes, as Nomsa Pambili. He's got a very nice height, very, very, very nice. A very tall flyweight. Is a very tall flyweight. Punches hard. He's a very hard puncher. He's attack minded. His boxing is sort of attack orientated. He presses the action. He goes forward. He throws all his bombs from the head down to the body. But now, if you see him, you watch him carefully, he has not transitioned from the open boxing to the pro ranks.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes, you could see now that his boxing is still open boxing style kind of boxing. That casual. He's too casual. Takes his time to get things done. There's no sense of urgency. Now you just wonder now, if he comes up against a very pressure orientated fighter, would he be able to sustain such pressure? And now, and another disadvantage that I picked up, I'm gonna go back to, I think I've mentioned some of his advantages, but another disadvantage that needs to be sorted out now, as he gets into the pro ranks, is that the boy is too up, is just upright.
Oh, okay.
Inhloko yakhe Brambu ufika lula kuyo.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Ufika lula kuyo inhloko yakhe. And now ke ngoku ubungozi balanto Brambu is that kwi-pro boxing akufana ku-amateur boxing. Kwi-pro boxing i-opponent ihlala phansi plan.
Yeah.
I-pro boxing is business. I-pro boxing, we sit down and we look at this boy. We say, okay, well, okay, fine. He punches hard. He likes to press the action. He's tall, but well, iphi loophole.
Yeah.
And now you see, okay, loophole yakhe umenqo. I can use that against him. So I think as a matter of urgency, the boy, to save him, from a potential danger, Brambu, he needs to be. It needs now to be transitioned as a pro boxer. He needs to be handled as a pro boxer, trained as a pro boxer, and prepared as a pro boxer. Leave some of those habits from pro boxing, leave them aside, and then and also the fight Yabobi was quite a nice one. He had a very game opponent, this Onke Nalani from Elita. Yeah, the boy was game, as though he was losing the fight, but he had his moments in the fight as well. You wouldn't say it was a one-sided fight. The boy had his moments as well in the fight. He kept catching Luando, and at some stage I was like, hey, if we could land accurately, Luando uyavuka kokwabo.
Yeah. If exactly when you're saying the guy is upright now, he was typing.
Brambu, it's too dangerous. It's too dangerous, Brambu. And again, another disadvantage is that upright, he likes pressing the action. it would be better if Ebe upright and then controlling the fight with a jab, controlling the fight, keeping his opponent at bay, and then I bet good. And now he is tall, fighting shorter opponents. He has to go in and try to unpack his punches. Abe me upright. So ungacimela nje Brambo ubethe overarm uzofika khona.
No, I hear you.
Yeah, but so I think zizinto nje ezifuna ulungiswa.
I hope he listens to this interview.
Yeah,
zizinto
nje ezifuna ulungiswa.
Yeah,
zizinto nje ezifuna ulungiswa Brambo. So that i-career yakhe ihambe lento kuthiwa ihambe le ndlela kuthiwa ingayihamba. Uyayibona ibikhona but I don't believe at the same time it's right to shower these boys with praises. I think for now we've learned the hard way, Brambo. We keep learning these ways. You know, a boy comes from the amateur ranks who make so much noise. He's gonna beat everybody. And now this boy comes into the pro ranks. The hype is not the same as the open boxing ranks. You know, this is pro boxing. You know, we need to be real with these boys. You need to get rid of all these bad habits. The boy right. He must actually know now that pro boxing is about learning. You know, you have to learn and improve. Each and every fight you fight must come differently. Each and every fight you must come different. You must be a different person.
Good.
You know? But we have something there.
Yeah, no, that's very promising. Asile Labo is agreeing with us with your analysis on the previous fight, Kamanzana, you know, which is a good thing that he And then the next bout, it was a featherweight over 6 rounds. It was Mhlanganisi Sotwai, was in Tanzania. He won on points. He was fighting against Zamazonke from Mtata.
Yeah, he was fighting Zamazonke in the featherweight division. You know, Bramwood, that was one of the fights that had us sitting on the edge of our seats. You know, Then I did not know Zamazokwe.
Yes.
I did not know Zamazokwe, but I gathered information that, you know, he's quite an experienced fighter. He has fought against Mfusi Makai, I think, and some other notable opponents, but I could not register him in my mind. But I was just being told that day it's a mismatch for Sogwai.
Okay.
I was so, but you know, he's experienced and he likes to fight. He's a fighter. You know, he's one of those rugged boxers who likes to action-packed fighter. So the word on the streets was that no, it's actually a mismatch. And boxing things went the other way.
Yeah,
you know, Usotwa actually dominated him, and Usotwa actually dominated him, and dominated in a very, very basic way when Brambo with only a jab.
Okay.
You know, with only a jab. Usotwa at the beginning of the fight, Usotwa, I think in nerves, there's a corner. Because when he started off, he was a bit jumpy. You could see he trying to do so many things at once. So he could not get into his rhythm in the first round. Then the first round, Zamazoko was trying to press the action and actually trying to walk Sotwai down because he had his guards up and just going forward to Sotwai. So Sotwai, I think, was still trying to figure him out until I think maybe that's advice he got from the corner there. I must commend the corner on changing the strategy when Brambo, because had to Sotwai mixed with Zamazoko, we could have seen, you know, we would be
different results.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey. Had to Sotwai mixed with Zamazoko. It is about because you could see Zamazoko is heavy-handed, you know. Yeah, you could see Zamazoko is heavy-handed, even with a stiff jab. You know, it would wobble Sotwai. But now the boy, as the fight progressed, he got into his stride, started relaxing, and just controlled the fight with a jab, and made it look so easily. And it was beautiful doing so, Brambo, because boxers they tend to forget that each jab is a scoring blow.
Yeah.
You know? boxers zethu, they don't know that you can actually win a fight ngojab. A very difficult fight. You just fight uyibandise. You know, if I yes, you just control the fight with the jab. You move, you control the fight with the jab. If there's any opportunity to clinch every now and then, you know, just to buy time, and frustrate your much stronger opponent. So I think that was the strategy they had, or it was Mamanditi plan B also try. You know, it being plan B, you know, but I think first. Yes. Yeah, they said ibinabo ubuclose nyana because usogcwaye bekho ngathi uyafuna umixa, but ke ngoku uyambona into yoba if angaqhubekeke emixa uzophela echama and uzophela esiwa because uyasindwa nguZamazokwe. Now ke ngoku kwicala likaZamazokwe, Brambo, I'm not sure iplan yabo babiyintoni na. You know, I'm not sure their plan was, because uthe wabethwa ngathi ngojeb uZamazokwe kwakukhona enza lento imbethisayo. Uyebo kwakukhona ezixwaye guards esiza phambili, inhloko isamile, ujeb uyahlala right in between the guards. Sogcwaye was scoring at ease, you know, Sogcwaye was just scoring at ease with the jab, right in between as guards is twelve. Uyebo rather than trying to move your head to avoid that jab, because uyabona ubethwa ngayo lo jab from round 3, 4, 5 and 6 ubethwa with the same blow. There's no change of strategy, there's no plan. Uyeza nje uZamazokwe usogcwaye ke ngoku started cruising Brambo with a jab.
I see.
You know, why we in a
corner must be able to read the game, you know, and
read the fight, Brambo. You must be able to read the fight, especially xa sele unazi advantages. Ibox yakho is much more stronger and heavy-handed than the opponent.
Yeah.
You know, xa uphethe iboxer strong enamandla, that is a knockout waiting to happen.
Exactly.
You know, but now the thing is, how do you go about it? How do you actually get to that knockout? You know, so I think we came back. Could have done better at that stage. You know, from round 2, bet on the jab. Round 4, bet on the jab. Round 5, bet on the jab. Round 6, also try your pindisa, because now confidence yakhe iphezulu. Uyapindisa with a straight right. Usefuna no mix usogcwaye ngoku, because uyabona ba ayikho enye into azanayo ngokuZamazokwe. You know, uZamazokwe is doing the very same thing, you know. That's why in City fight iphele ngathi mismatch. Ngoku bengisoyikisela usogcwaye. Yaphela ngokungiqomba hayi man, uZamazokwe actually umuntu ngoku ongathi unikwe ifight mismatch.
Yeah.
You know, so it was a very educated performance from usogcwaye, Brambo. I must take my hat off. The performance was very educated, and it's the basics basically.
Yeah.
If I you winning a basics.
Oh, that's interesting. Now the fifth fight was a catchweight. Lerato Dlamini, he won on TKO versus Hassan Ndonga from Tanzania.
Yeah, Hassan Ndonga.
Yeah. If we are complaining, as Tanzanians, it was a walkover. I don't know what do you see?
Brambo, we just need to be honest. Tanzanians, they had nothing to offer. It's unfortunate, Brambo. I'm not sure of the reasons behind opting for Tanzanians. I'm only concerned about what I see in the ring. But if we're to be honest, these Tanzanians are not doing anything for our boxers. You know, they are not adding any value in terms of growth and development here, boxers zethu Brambo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you uphinde uziphendule. Like kule case kaDlamini, I believe kule case kaDlamini, it was a warm-up fight.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a keep busy fight in preparation for his WBC WBC elimination. I believe, ne?
If umuntu wabisuthini uthi aziyifihli loo nto zitsho kuye straight no avi into yobana azizele imali zona.
No, you could tell. You could tell, Brambo. These guys. No, hey, Brambo, this is a cash cow. I mean, these guys, they did not bring anything to the table, Brambo. and I'm concerned. I must just make this clear. Keep busy fight, Tambo. Does not have to be a walk. It does not have to be a walkover.
Yeah.
Abantu have this misconception that kuba kusitwa it's a keep busy fight. It has to be very easy. No, it does not have to be very easy. Because it keep busy fight, Tambo. It should be a rehearsal for what you are gonna do in the actual fight. That in your next fight.
Yeah.
So just because it's a keep busy fight, it doesn't mean it's an Tanzania Brambo elingazukwazi nokuma.
And go no shape. That was a shape.
No. I'll tell you now, this fight did not do anything for Udlamini because Udlamini was just hitting a punchback.
Okay.
Udlamini, of course, is a very high work rate. His work ethic is totally out of this world, Brambo. He's one of these boys. He's a workhorse. Very competent boxer. Throws very beautiful body shots and nice uppercuts. It looks very beautiful on the inside. Udlamini, we close up. We in fight. It's one of the best that we have currently. He can work on the inside. But you need to gauge him, Brambo, in preparation for his elimination against someone ozawuphindisa kwezi qualities, kwezi advantage uDlamini senazo.
Yeah.
Because uDlamini akafundanga nto kuleni fight now. His next fight could be a very tough elimination.
Yeah. Last time we're talking about WBC, ne? WBC elimination.
Yes, WBC. And the champion I just forget this boxer that I love so much. Brambo. So Hassan Donga, Brambo, he was just a passenger in this fight. Ukwele just here for the ride. Udlamini was just showing everything at ease. Just landing continuously. Until the boy just could not handle it.
Not take it round two.
But Ulerato is special, Brambo. Yeah. Ulerato, I think he has surpassed Manditi African level. He has surpassed his level, man. The boy must just now go, at least keep him busy with a decent fight.
Yeah.
Because boxing Jana Brambo kufuneka ikhule.
Yeah.
Now xa izasuka iphathele i-punchback, Brambo, nase-PE's last fight where iphathele i-punchback. Sorry to say punchback, but I'm just trying to show that boxer was not offering anything.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I understand what you mean.
So we winning like a fight again, KO second round. Yeah, so it was expected. It was nothing much to. We were not surprised. It was just, something that we expected to do.
No, that's good. Yeah, we want to see fighting for a WBC, title.
Yeah,
next.
I think he should be given it. Yeah, he should get that shot. He deserves to get that shot. The boy has done well for himself. And he once traveled to Russia as well. I think Russia, and no, Saudi Arabia. I think it was in Saudi Arabia where he won that WBC silver title.
Oh, okay, okay.
The boy. I think the boy should be unleashed. Let him go there and fight for himself. Yeah.
No, I think we'll see that next year in 2022. And the next fight was Young Asigribo from Dangan Village, who won TKO round 6 against Hamidu Kwata from Tanzania. He won TKO in the last round. I'm interested also in this one because, in PE, Younger, was not his best. So I'm not sure if today he was his best.
Yeah, Brambo. Hey, this is we had another Tanzanian. Let me start there.
Sure. Oh, sorry, man. So can I connect my headphones?
Okay.
But okay.
Yeah, Brambo, as I was saying, in this one we had another Tanzanian here.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Hamid Kwata.
Yeah.
It was a catchweight contest.
Yeah.
Like I have said, the Tanzanian, from the very first bed, you could see the Tanzanian ukhona kulapha eSouth Africa uzokulwa uzinxibile gloves. Yeah, but the Tanzanian did not do anything special, Brambo. By virtue of that Tanzania not having anything to offer, now our focus shifted to Usigqibo. What is Usigqibo doing with this situation? Because now this person is just ready for the taking. But Usigqibo did not show up. Usigqibo did not show up against such an easy opponent, Brambo. I believe this is one of those opponents that he should have, gotten rid of quickly. He tried though. He tried though. Ne? But then now it's the actual execution. It's the same thing. Like I said, you try to go for a knockout, but now it's how you go about it that now will actually guarantee that you actually get that knockout. It's how you chase. It's how you go after that knockout. Uyanga tried to go for that knockout because I'm sure they could also from the first round pick up. This guy, this is quite an easy one. So they would just try to put pressure on the guy and throw bombs at him, and then just try to see if they can get rid of him, but they couldn't. They couldn't, Brambo, which kind of made Uyanga look ilight yakhe ihle kancinci, because now ifight iphele iba ngathi into enzima, and now into eyenzekileyo kula fight, the guy who was not here Tanzania, njengoba benisithi le guy from the Tanzanian benisithi bingekho, he had nothing to offer, iphela ifakwe fighting Uyanga ngoku, because Uyanga uyayipantsha, but this guy akho nto yenzekayo kuyo. The guy now gained the confidence oba mayikwazi uphindisa, iphindise kuYanga, and you would see Uyanga taking quite a few blows, ahlale azimamele blows, which I feel it's something that you should do at that level, and especially when you command such a high ranking, in the world rankings, kula level Uyanga kuyo, ukulevel oba ngoku acacise Brambo xa dlala nomntu below his level. In all honesty, it's Uyanga should not have gone 6 rounds with that Hassan Hamid Kwata. It's just one of those that we need to be brutally honest, but Uyanga should not have gone 6 rounds with that Hamid Kwata, who's being rated in the top 5 of the junior bantamweight division worldwide. Hamid Kwata is far from even the top 15 of the world rankings. But now uthatha Hamid Kwata umenza shine ku-spotlight iSkayanga, that dulls ilight kaYanga. It takes it chips away from isidima sakhe wena Brambo. Ujonge la performance yaseBhayi, ujonge that performance yaseBhayi, ujonge his next performance. This was a performance befana uba ke ngoku icleaner laa nto yaseBhayi, because Hamid Kwata was just here for the taking. I mean, the boy he just had nothing to offer. Brambo. He was just what you would expect from a Tanzanian boxer, and again you expect Uyanga to just grab the spotlight and shine, and just make it easy, make it an easy payday for himself. But he failed to do so. There's Brambo, I'm gonna tread carefully now when discussing this, because since I had ties with Uyanga, I don't want to come across as if I'm picking up his into wrong. So I'll just tread carefully and try to be honest and neutral by all means.
So thank you for that.
Yes, just for everybody else watching as well. Because abantu baseMecca Brambo.
No, no, that's understandable. No, no.
Yeah.
You have had an interest in understanding, his performance today because of really
Mm,
what happened in PE, and you explained it also that he had an opportunity to shine today. But of
yeah.
course, okay. Let's congratulate him for winning, and say he must just pull up his socks in 2022 because he
Mm.
must go for that WBC. We don't have a champion, guys. We don't have a credible champion in South Africa.
Yeah,
So
scenario problem.
next year, I mean, this guy. That's why we are discussing and speaking the way we're speaking, like we're analyzing here, is because we really want credible titles. In
Mm.
2022. Because until we do that, then we'll be taken seriously by the rest of the world. Otherwise,
Mm.
they'll treat us as other Tanzanians when we go fight in Las Vegas, and yet we
Like,
are not.
like we are when we go to Russia. In Russia, we are sort of Tanzanians.
Oh, they take advantage of our boxers there. I know.
Yeah, Yeah, yeah. So yeah, Prambo, it was not an impressive one from Musqebo.
Yeah.
It was not an impressive one. And now the bad thing is that, one bad performance after another is starting to become a habit. It's it's
Yeah.
it's now it's now gonna end up being part of his character.
Yeah.
I was quite worried from hearing the comments from where I was sitting, people with all that negative stuff with the performance. But
Yeah.
I think we have to cut him some slack. I think there's also another aspect that we
Yes.
need to consider. You know,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
in all fairness, he's under a new trainer.
Yeah.
So in his last fight, he was fighting under a different trainer, and also he has a new trainer. We
Mm.
could say maybe abakajeli.
Yeah. Okay. It's possible. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
uyabona Brambo, because
Yeah.
i-boxer i-relations between i-boxer ne-trainers fine.
Yeah.
I-train iyakwazi ikhawuleza iklikhe ne-boxer nca, uyabo,
Mm.
ukhawuleza uyibone le nto itrain izama uyenza kwi-boxer, then ke ngoku ibe khona into ibone into yoba okay le train iyazama uyifaka le nto but siyayibona, but ke ngoku isafuna uphinda ipolishwe.
Yeah.
Uyayibona, but in this case Brambo asibonanga nto. I saw
Mm.
someone who's taken 2 steps back again from what I saw by,
Yeah.
and that is because of the opponent ebedlala nayo. Ibingumuntu olula,
Yeah.
ibingumuntu olula Brambo that he could have
Yeah.
knocked out, but okay, eventually got the knockout.
Got the
He
knockout.
got the knockout. Yeah, he
Yeah.
got a knockout. That will look good on his record.
Yes. It will.
Because when they look at records, they won't try to get footage
It's
of the
like
fight. They'll see it,
no.
they'll look at this record.
Yes.
But okay, no,
Yeah.
winning a TKO,
Mm.
so it will look good. It will look good on his record. But thina xa sele sizithethela ke ngoku as South Africans, we need to be realistic.
We've got
Yes,
that
yeah,
in him.
yes. Xa sizithethela thina, we need to be realistic. Sizibuze into yoba, are we actually ready now for the top 5, for the top 4 that is above us? I'm not sure about rate number bani ngoku ne. Because those are questions we need to ask. Prambu, you look at that division with that junior bandam, you look at this Gebenges pa. There's all Rodriguez, there's all Ioka, there's all Akanjas Ulugula division. So you have to ask those questions, be honest, food, and say, are we ready? Do we actually belong there? Okanye sisene homework ekusafuneka siyenzile ukuze sibe kanti siyaqala uwakhwaza la magama. And
let's say no festive for him.
hayi makaphumle kancinci aphinde abuyele back to the drawing board. No, because I'm sure uya need uphumla. Uya need uphumla, but
the family. Yeah.
I think I said in one of our previous interviews, i-boxer, I think we're discussing Azinga or something. I-boxer, once i-boxer ihlale kweza rankings zoyanga bakuzo, no Sigqibo no Azinga bakuzo, no Dlamini abakuzo, Brambu, there are no days off. Because once your name is in that mix, Brambu, that means you must pull up your socks because lingayicala igama lakho.
Nisiyibonile loo nto isenzeka.
Iyayibona Bramzu, wena Brambu. Siyibonile loo nto isenzeka ngoku. So once ube phaa in the mix of top 5, you know, kuthethwe nge-elimination, you know, rest for a week, then go back to gym, especially if performance was not so impressive. You know, you need to go back to the drawing board as soon as possible and try to uphathe red pen uzimakishe uba okay, andenza ngakahle up, what do I need to do, you know, because ezi zinto akufuneki bangathi zifika as a surprise Brambu, kodwa besiyazi into basihleli kwi-top 5
sifuna phaa sifuna ititle. No, that's good. Thanks
yeah,
very much.
So
analysis.
Low fight, it was not such an impressive performance, but a win is a win.
A win's a win, yeah, and the Tanzanians are Tanzanians. And then we now the last one was Ayabonga Sonjix. I'm happy that Ayabonga had a chance to fight. He won on Tiko against Hasim Muhammad Haji, also from Tanzania. I'm happy that also because this boy, you know, it looks like if he's not fighting, you know, we may lose a talent in him. So I'm happy that Ramp Africa Promotions is keeping him busy, you know, so that he can be always in the gym and look forward to the next fight. You know, how was the fight? How was the fight?
Yes, Brambu, you know, just to touch a bit on what you've just highlighted, you know, it's actually, I can imagine how frustrating it is for such a talent to be sitting idle and not getting fights.
Yeah,
you know, I was actually happy that JJ actually got to fight Brambu. I was actually very happy now, and I must commend the Rumble Africa because the fight, Tingati, if I a reward for loyalty and perseverance for Usonjika, you know, because I'm defending Sanga SA title after his long wait engalu. Ugqibele ukulwa ngo-2019 xa fight ka-Azinga versus uRakimov.
Sure, yeah,
that was in September 2019. So now I'm actually very happy and grateful now that fighter is an international fight, and again he got to fight for the IPF Africa title. Now, what that means, Brambu, that automatically guarantees JJ a place in the top 15 of the junior featherweight division.
No,
you know, it's actually very good for such a talent. And Brambu, let's not forget, JJ is a former Olympian. You know.
Yes.
He's a former Olympian. Development is actually being delayed now.
I think Quez mentioned that in the morning that he is an Olympian. He was in the Olympics in 2012, right?
Yes, he was in the Olympics in 2012, and if I'm not mistaken, he was there with Anthony Joshua.
Yes.
Or AJ, you know, you can just see where AJ Bapingoku, you know.
Yeah.
So this boy should not be taken lightly, and I'm very grateful that he got to fight. He got to fight, and he got to fight for something decent, Brambu, you know, because it would have been a very, very sad for him to be defending his SA title, because I believe he has ran out of competition.
Yeah, he's one boxer like Lerato Kamini.
Yes.
You know, and of course, young Witbooi, he doesn't have really competition locally. You know,
so there was no competition.
Yes. So these guys must compete internationally, really.
They should compete internationally. And this is one fight that I'm happy with the outcome. JJ did what I expect from when you're fighting against these guys.
Yes, the business lens walanto Tanzania.
100%.
100. That's beautiful. I know JJ. JJ is quick in the ring. I can't touch in the ring. You know, because it fight is a business for him. He goes and
he gets the job done. Actually, Brambu, that fight is actually a knockout because JJ better out cold the opponent. I think, let me just clarify, it's actually a knockout, but now Indoyenza TKO is that referee for some reason, I don't know why, uyabala, but is unconscious, is out on the floor. Uyabala 1, 2, 3, you know. So now I mean, I don't know how the referee got to that, because now ingathi ngoku the boxer now countelwe out, yet ulele out.
He's out already.
He's out already, because by the time he hit the canvas, the boy was out. Referee should have waved the fight off. Now, and I started counting, making the fight a TKO, which is in actual fight a knockout. It's a dead cold knockout, Brambu. Ucheche was just there, got his job done. Wenza umsebenzi wakhe, wagqiba, uthathile IBF Africa title. You know,
Beautiful.
that is what you expect when a Brambu uyiboxer with some now with esijongela ukhulu kuyo. You know,
yes.
Once you get into the ring with umntu who does not deserve to share a ring now, do like Manzana did, do like Usonjica did, get rid of him.
Yeah.
You know,
it's beautiful.
You know, boxers zethu Brambo, just to uphume ecaleni kancinci, they forget that njengoba zisilwa i-competition is watching.
Yeah.
Now, yes. Competition is watching, Brambo. So when you get into the ring, you need to send a message to everybody watching that I'm here now.
Yes.
You know, awukwazi udlala upuca nomuntu ongekhoyo eringini. Uyabo awukwazi udlala upuca nomuntu ongekhoyo.
No, thanks. I think AJ, as you said, I'm very happy that he had an opportunity to fight for an international title, because he's a talent and he has never disappointed in the ring. He has always performed very well, and Rumble is paying him back, you know, by making him active, you know, which is good. And then Usablela yena sokugcwayi uthi was a bit reckless. If we could have attacked, especially the body, the fight would have ended earlier. But again, let me give Sokgcwayi as he dominated. So he's agreeing with analysis. He's very happy about the performance of Sokgcwayi.
Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one. But just to add to that, that looked like the plan that could have worked for Sokgcwayi. But I think Sokgcwayi really power kalanduka Brambuka kazokwe.
Oh yeah.
That is why he resorted to keeping Uzokwe at bay with a jab. Now, against a banger, trying to go to the body, it poses so much risk, because you don't know le bang iphethe ntoni, especially xa isizithe. Umuntu ozayithe Brambu, you know uzobhodloza. Laa nto kuthiwa kuxwa ii-guards. Kuthiwa xa ii-guards uye kuye, you know that boxer is there to throw bombs. So the safest way out is to neutralize all of that with a jab, cut it off with a jab, and get out of there as quickly as you can. You know.
Beautiful. Okay. No, all in all, it looks like the bill was good. You know, it was exciting. I think we must thank yourself, Lonki, for your analysis of the tournament. You made it visible to us, even though we were not there. We're able to understand exactly what happened in the tournament, and we congratulate all the boxers who have won, and those who didn't perform well, they need to really get themselves, you know, in a better position to perform in 2022. Now, in 2022, we need ratings, we need titles, guys. You know, otherwise we are going to have a problem with our boxing.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's anything you want to say about the tournament. Otherwise, you know, we should say good night.
Yeah, you know, just by the atmosphere at the Orient Theatre, you could see abantu bebewakhumbula amanqindi.
Yeah.
Hey, people were hungry for boxing. People came out in numbers. The weather was not so friendly to us, but abantu were there in numbers to come and see boxing, and we are looking forward to more boxing.
Yeah.
We actually met the game, and Rumble Africa, you know, gave us something to look forward to, because you know there's always excitement going to the fight. There's always excitement going to fight.
Yes.
So, I mean, they did us a very they gave us some entertaining bouts. Because
TLB abe where in Joburg, where?
I think in Joburg it's TLB. Then elandelayo apha it's on the 18th Teo Promotions. With
Oh,
Ulusanda Komanis as the main bout.
oh, nice. Okay,
Yeah,
I've seen that one. That would be interesting also. Okay.
yeah.
No, thanks very much, Longi. Thanks for always being available for us. I mean, we enjoy talking to you and giving us your analysis of local boxing and some instances international boxing. So
All
have a
right.
good night. Thank you very much. Until
Thank you
next
so
time.
much. Thank you so much, Prambu. Prambu, always a pleasure, bro. Thank you.
Okay, Baba. Take care.
Sure, sure,
Don't
Prambu.
don't forget to watch Tank in the morning. Eh?
Hey, I'm not sure about that one. It's work tomorrow. Yo, maybe I'll catch the highlights, Prambu. I'm so tired. I don't see myself waking up again. Yo,
Yeah, no. That's true. That's true. Let's
yeah.
hope it's going
No,
to fight
Prambu.
around 6. Yeah, around 6
Yeah.
a.m. So we'll see. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
sure. Thanks, Prambu.
Okay. Thanks very
Thanks.
much. Good night,
Sure,
Baba.
sure.
Sharp,
Good night,
sharp.
Prambu.
Sure. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for joining us and also for your comments tonight. Yeah, the tournament went very well, except for the 3 bouts that didn't happen, but the 7 bouts, I mean, lived up to the expectations of everyone who attended. So yeah, we thank Rumble Africa Promotions and we thank Lonki for his analysis. And until next time, subscribe to the channel and click the bell on your far right so that you can get notifications of new videos. We'll be doing a lot of videos, guys, a lot of videos, because we think YouTube is playing games with us. We're supposed to be having higher subscription numbers, but we're still making a steady growth. So we need to grow those numbers, and we can only grow those numbers if we have more videos. Please share with us suggestions of who you want us to interview and also what topics you want us to talk about. Thank you very much and good night.